and you probably already read the title. That's why you clicked on this video. So, first things first, disconnect the negi term. Okay, then we're gonna swoop and take this off quickly. Boom, and then we're just gonna set that somewhere where it's not touching your mail. This is clear coated, so I don't have to worry about it grounding or arcing there. Okay, so you're gonna want to run obviously a main power cable. Let's back up a bit. You're gonna want to get a woofer or an amp. My homie let me borrow his. I guess he gave me his Elite something, Boss Elite something. I forget, it was 10, like Slim 10, Slim something. But first you want to get one of those, and then probably that's not going to come with the whole install kit. So you're going to get however much power cable that you need. So we're going to route that off of the positive cable. You're just going to put like a closed loop on there, so you can attach it to the mounting of however your terminals are. So I'm just going to run that outside of the box, coming alongside the factory wires already. Oh man, I zip tied all those together. But you're just going to want to follow this factory wire and see if I can show you guys a good angle here. So we're going to follow that, and then I take a hard right. Well, hard. If you're crawling under like this, you're just going to want to jut off in this direction. And then I'll actually go, let's see if I can crawl up in here without getting too dirty. I go up and around this bracket holding up the spare tire, and then I go down and through these two, this cable right here, and then that cable right there, just by the fuel pump and fuel filter. I need to change that. Definitely going to be in the next video. I can get another fuel filter, that would be fantastic. So you're just going to route it through those two so it doesn't touch anything hot, because I have yet to see if that pipe right there in the middle of the screen gets hot or not, so I'm not taking any chances. So we're going to go between those, go around, and let me go to the other side here. There you go. You're gonna come through those. Now you're coming, and you're gonna go up. Up, and then come through this corner wall. Now, obviously, there is very limited space in the Acty, so you can only basically put it under the driver's seat or the passenger seat. If you're gonna go through the passenger seat, there is one located on the other side. Just to, I guess, just run it straight, and then you could run it through the this back like drip rail here. That would also work, but I'm mounting mine underneath driver's seat and kind of shoved up under the gear linkage shift box or whatever, because mine is a non-AC. If you have an AC Acty, you probably want to kind of measure how much space you have, because there's a whole extra duct that comes here, and I think there's extra trim tabs and stuff like that. Oh shit. Oh. So once it's in the car, you're gonna want to start hooking everything up, and this everything is just basically test fit. So now we're gonna go back and actually like officially mount up everything and try to get it good. Well, as good as, it's a Honda thing, man. Honda things, dude. Honda things. So we're gonna rip up the driver's seat so I can get better access to do all the wiring and stuff like that. So I'm going to start with this bolt right here. I pre-loosened that. Okay, and look, I sewed the rip in the seat. Obviously, it's not professional work, but it's preventing it from ripping further, which was the goal. What the? Okay, got the bolt that no one will ever see. Alright, slip this thing up. Seems that should suffice. Yoink. And then clean. Take this thing out. I didn't put it in this way, so it's coming out this way. Okay. So I got carried away. I just routed freaking everything at once. But we mounted this. I flattened it out. Just put some mounting tape on the bottom, and it's got it situated so it's not moving at all. So then we got the ground cable connected, which we connected it to this point on the chassis, and that thing's good to go. I found this clip needed to be clipped into that orange thing, so I did that. It gave us a little bit more room there. I didn't have to cut the ground cable at all, I just rewired it there. I did cut the power cable. There goes the remnants of that. Cut the power cable, and I rerouted the 2 speakers and the adjuster, which is right here. I routed that thing up and then through. See if it'll focus. Through that harness right there, that plastic harness. Where you see that red wire going? Got wired it over there. And it came down on this side. Ran it together with all the other ones that are coming out of my single DIN power acoustic radio. And then, boom, I just grabbed the antenna, the auto antenna, and I just took off these 4 little retainers to this middle piece, and I just ran it behind it. And then there is the windshield wiper nozzle thing kind of running right here, and then there's a specific part with the plastic where the plastic is lifted up a bit. So just ran that down this over to here, down back to here, up. And I got this kind of covering it for protection purposes. So that's good right there. That's everything hooked up. So we can go get the, oh yeah, and then I drilled a hole through there so it could fit this cable. And I mean, we're still good to go. Not drooping anywhere, not touching anything it's not supposed to touch. So we're gonna plug the positive back up right now. So it is gonna spark the first time. That's completely fine. Gotta do a quick, swift motion.
And that brings us to the end of the video. Appreciate everybody who's making it to the end of these things. I know the last couple videos have been kind of all over the place, but I'm just trying to get some content out there that I enjoy filming. So yeah, new amp kit, got the amp kit wired up, new sub in there, so now make sure everything is wired good. I know I didn't do like a step by step because you're gonna have a different amp and aftermarket radio, or if you got the original equipment, it's going to be a little different. But essentially, that's pretty much all you're going to need. You're just going to need an amp install kit and an amp, and then figure out all the wiring and stuff, location, and it's going to go freaking good, bro. So I've had the amp in there now for about a week, and it sounds great, man. And it's so funny pulling up next to somebody and just be blasting a bass in such a small car. Yeah, and I'm really proud of the wiring job. Actually, it looks very OEM. Like when you look in the car now, it just seems like it's just an OEM product. But yeah, man, I got a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I want to do on this channel, and I'm just hopefully gonna have the time to get around and do each one of them. Yeah, and hopefully grow along the way with you guys. If you wanna, if you wanna throw out any suggestions that you have, or give me any YouTube ideas, feel free to drop that in the comments. I'm pretty much gonna be working on the K pretty much for the rest of the time that I have the K. I did blow the original tweeter, the original speaker, the felt speaker in the passenger door side, so I have ordered new ones. I'm gonna have another video of me putting in the new speakers when they arrive, and then I ordered a automatic door lock kit. So if you want to see those videos, please hit that subscribe, like, and post notifications so you know when I make another video like this. Yeah, I want to put power locks, power windows, maybe even, like I said, maybe even some better speakers. We already got the amp in there, and it makes me really happy that I have you guys. So see you in the next video. Love, living.